Hey guys, it's Ash and P.
Hey, why was your H so long right there? Hey guys.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it?
Did it?
Was it?
It did.
Oh gosh, I'm still not sounding very smart. I don't know.
What's going on with your voice?
So I'm not really sure. When I was at church today, I had to, I had to host, and I don't know if,
You were screaming at the children?
No, I wanted to. They were so naughty today. They really were. I was like, and it's always so embarrassing to me. And I want to have these conversations with them, like while I'm standing up there in front of all of the other classes too. Like I want to tell them, like, that you guys are really embarrassing me, because that's what I would tell my kids, right? Like,
yeah.
I would make it a point to say these things in front of my kids, like, you guys are really embarrassing me. Like, since I'm your teacher and I'm standing up here, you guys should be the best behaved, right? Like.
Yeah.
No, they don't ever feel that way. So, yeah, they were naughty, but I don't know if because I had to get, I had to hype them up or what. I wasn't screaming. I made them scream, but I don't know. It was just weird. So, yeah, not quite sure what's going on with it, but it's a little itchy now. Oh, I had a cough earlier.
Oh.
Just like 2 coughs.
Monkeypox?
Probably. I mean, I had a fever blister. And so...
Making out with monkeys.
I was doing more than that. I'm just kidding. Sometimes my husband acts like a monkey too. Yeah. No. Yeah. What's up with you?
Oh, nothing. My kids are being loud right now, so I'm just trying to figure out where that's going. I'll say this before...
It's Jason's fault.
Yeah, it really probably is Jason's fault.
Yeah.
I don't do well with last minute changes when I don't have control.
Yes.
Yeah, so I just kind of had a blow right now. Basically, in a nutshell, my mom was supposed to watch our kids for something because I wasn't going to be available. It's not like we were going anywhere fun together. Like, I was going to be out of town. He had something to do. We needed a sitter. And I had this scheduled months ago, and it was not a problem, whatever, put it on the calendar. She's good to watch the kids.
Do you guys do a family calendar?
Apparently I need to include my mom in our family calendar. I'm not sure what that's all about. I have a work calendar,
I need to do that with
I have a personal calendar, and then I have my family calendar. And maybe I need an extended family calendar?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it's she just, at last minute, it's oh, yeah, it's fine, don't worry. Grandpa's gonna watch the kids. What do you mean Grandpa's gonna watch? No, it's because, we have to be on a boat all day. You have to be on a boat all day the day that I asked you to watch my kids. I don't understand. Because there's nothing I can do. I can't change my schedule. He really can't. He could change his schedule, but
that's awful.
That sucks. And he's been training. He really can't. Can't. Honestly, he can't. So it's
well, it's a waste of money if he does. So
waste of money and a waste of time. And no.
Yeah.
So it's but and she's well, I scheduled it too a long time ago to be on this boat, but I just wasn't sure on the dates. Okay. Love my mom so much. I do. Everybody loves her, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks my mom is the most amazing person in the whole entire world. They love her so much.
She is. She's so sweet.
She is a great person.
Mm-hmm.
Organization. Someone asked me, one of my sister-in-laws, I don't even know what we were doing. I think it was for my brother's birthday or something. We went to dinner. And she said, how are you so organized all the time? And I said, I'm not. And she's like, you're pretty organized.
Yeah, you really are.
I said, I am not. I said, I am very messy on some things, and it drives me crazy because I know I need to be better, but I'm as good as I can be right now without being super crazy. And she goes, did you always, were you always like that?
Yeah.
And I said, and my mom was sitting right there, and I said, honestly, she is not an organized person at all. She did not teach me to be organized.
Yeah.
She is not an organized person, and I think because she isn't, it drove me crazy, and I was like, I can't operate that way. So I don't operate that way, and so when my mom says things like, oh, well, I scheduled that a long time ago, and I scheduled you a long time ago, and I just didn't know the right dates. What in the fucking world are you talking about? You didn't know the dates. You didn't say when I asked if you booked, if by chance, which I don't think happened, if you had booked, and this is what she says to me. It's just everything is coming up so fast. And I'm like, what is coming up so fast? I don't understand. And we have talked about this weekend so many times. This is the first time I've heard about this. And it's next weekend.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
And she's like, it's just everything is this month. And I'm like, I don't know what you have going on this month, because there's like one weekend that I asked. That's it. I asked one weekend. I didn't ask, and it's very rare that I ask you. It's very sporadic. So I don't know. I could not have messed you up. Your system is messed up. Maybe before you say yes, maybe I need to get her a planner.
Would she use it?
I don't know. I think I'm going to have to make her use it. I don't think I can handle this.
Okay.
She's so disorganized.
Here's the thing. I too am not an organized person, bad, right?
I feel like you're decent with dates and stuff, though.
I mean, I scheduled my kid's eye appointment on a day that I know we're out of town, but when I scheduled it, it didn't register.
But did you notice it and then call and wait a minute, hold on, I booked that wrong?
Yeah, I noticed it on Friday, and his appointment was supposed to be this next Friday, and it's for his eyes, and he needs to go to the appointment. So, I mean, stuff like that. Here's the thing, is that, so I put things in my phone, I put things, doctor's appointments in there. I might have a random reminder thing here and there, but aside from doctor's visits, that's pretty much all I put in there. Well, birthdays and doctor's visits. So, we're going to be at Disneyland, and I know we're going to be there Friday through Sunday, and I scheduled my kid's doctor's appointment on that Friday. But I don't, because I don't put Disneyland in my calendar. Why don't I put it? I don't know. Not quite sure why I wouldn't put something like that in there, so I know not to schedule things on there.
I know.
It's just not something that I do. And
well, sometimes we're in the moment too, and then it's oh yeah, I'll put it in my phone later or something. And then,
yeah, probably not. That's just something I would do. And I was actually, so the other day I was going to get a planner, because I was like, I think I need to start using a planner, because I feel like I need to be more on top of things. But then I was like, well, I get planners and I never use them.
See, I've tried planners, and I've tried so I actually think what I need to do with my mom is what I do with my grandparents. My grandparents are actually very organized. But what I do with my grandparents for the last probably 8 to 10 years.
You make them a calendar.
Is I make them a calendar for Christmas, and I put all of our photos from the whole year. I upload them and put them on Shutterfly, and I make this calendar, and every month, it already has it set default to where it has everyone's birthdays that print on the calendar, everyone's anniversaries, and special days that we need to book for the year. They're already on the calendar, and then they just fill it. They have the calendar up, and they fill in their doctor's appointments, they fill in their whatever, and they put it on their calendar.
Yeah.
And maybe I need to get her that. Maybe she needs to see it on the wall, and if she schedules something with her friends, that's all it is. She doesn't really have anything except doing things with her friends.
Yeah.
She needs to put it on the actual calendar to see. Maybe that's what I need to do for her. I don't know, but something has to change because I don't understand it for my family, and every family is different. And I actually think that may still be good for my family to still see an actual physical calendar with things written, but the phone calendar works for my family.
Because it's easy. So the weird thing is that I
think I need to change my reminder settings for my family, like for my husband.
Maybe that's what I need to do because, so birthdays, my kids get those alerts. Like I put everybody's birthdays in our shared calendar. Mm-hmm. They get those. But like I asked Hayden, like, oh, did you see I changed your appointment? And he was like, no.
That's like, lazy teenager.
Does it not alert you when something goes in? Here's the thing. I don't ever look at if they enter something in because I think I'm the only person that enters stuff in. Mm-hmm. But
because you probably are.
Yeah. And so I don't know if I have an alert set to notify me if something changes. I don't know if it happens because they never do any of that. Mm-hmm. And, I'm not an iPhone person. Yeah. So I don't mess on it a lot. But I use that as a tool for them so they know. Because the kids, so annoying. They always want to know, when's the appointment? Or like an appointment's coming up. And I'm like, hey, you need to be, get ready now. What are you doing? I didn't know I had an appointment. And it's like,
it's been on the calendar.
So that's what I do for them. But then I go and I change something and Hayden's like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool.
Disorganization, and I get it. There's times in life where things just aren't organized. Like it's hard to keep up with everything. But I feel like now part of it is it's also the learning curve of making your teenagers responsible by looking at the calendar, right?
Yeah.
And like putting your work schedule for my teenager in. It's like, I don't want to ask you on Thursday what your schedule is for the weekend. Probably because my weekend's already packed.
Yeah.
By Thursday. I know exactly what I'm doing all weekend.
Absolutely.
So that shit needs to be on the calendar. Well, it's the same. What is the same? I don't my job is not to memorize your work schedule. If you want to ride, you put that on, you give me notice.
Right.
If I'm not taking you, then I don't care.
Yeah.
But pretty much, since you don't have your license,
you better make sure I know.
Make sure that I know what time you're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Don't tell me an hour before you have to be somewhere because I'm probably already going to be gone.
Right. Or maybe I'm some drinks in and sorry, now you got to ride a bike. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, oh gosh. Anyway, it's just disorganization and like my parent. It's like my parents are getting to a different stage in their life that I'm just like, okay, we got to kind of get you together a little bit more now because now your stuff is like affecting
maybe
me.
So it's funny that you mentioned that because maybe I need to do that with my mom and my siblings also.
Family calendar.
Yeah, because so here's the thing.
Don't you feel like you're reminding everybody of what everyone should already know?
Well, and I think I get bothered by things.
Me too. Obviously, look at me complaining about my mom not knowing when to watch my kids.
I feel like I shouldn't get bothered by it. Like, who freaking cares? Why are you bothered by it? Who cares? But as soon as it comes in, I'm like,
what time? What this? When?
Where is it? What time? Am I at? What's the address? And first of all,
you know what?
We're all doing this on our smartphones. So why aren't you Googling stuff?
Yeah. Why? What's the address? Yeah. What's the address to that restaurant?
Yeah.
Would you not have the internet?
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Heard of Google? Go ask Jeeves.
I know. So, and I shouldn't be mean because it's typically the same people.
Oh, so that's even worse.
But the problem is I'm like, do they not know they can go back and check in their messages? Maybe they delete their messages, so maybe they don't have it.
Lazy.
I don't delete my messages. Jason deletes his messages every day, basically.
Don't
like,
you feel like
it's very
just
rare.
kind of lazy though, or stupid, or do you really just? Do you really not want to think? So you're going to make me think for you?
Yeah,
that's how I take it sometimes.
No,
it's like you're an adult.
I do, and so that's the thing is that I get that way. Like when someone says something or does something, I feel that way, and so whenever I do something like that, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, wait, never mind, hold on, I'll just do like. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people do it. Just yesterday, so my niece had her birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
And my mom messages in the morning. So it's good that my mom remembered that she had a birthday party to go to. Remember John's birthday? Yeah. So Steven's like, oh, that's nice that you remembered. She did show up after we had all eaten and everything like that, which is fine. Maybe she didn't want to eat. She was quite a bit late.
Except she's usually just late.
She's always late. But in the morning, well before the party begins, she messages, what's the address to this place? My sister-in-law, when she sent us the info, it wasn't like a paper invite, or it wasn't even like an evite, but she sent in our family text message, she sent, hey guys, we're having Addie's birthday party on this date, at this time, at this place. And my mom had to ask for the address. And I just think like, oh gosh, why aren't you Googling it? My mom is slightly special when it comes to technology.
Do you think...
Like, that's basic.
That is pretty basic. Do you think that...
My mom was drunk already, probably.
No. No, that... do you think that it's us and we just get too hyped up about these things?
Yes.
Or do you... Yeah? Do you?
Yeah.
Because I just feel like... I don't understand. I think for me, I see it like... we have so many siblings, right? Like, I have so many family things. It's like, there's always something. I know, and everyone always says, there's always something. I'm like, there is always something.
Yeah.
But why is it that some of us can get it and then others don't? And do you think that your mom would do better if she had a job to do? Like, if you said, Mom, so this is the party, this is the whatever... Mom, I need you to pick up the balloons and bring them to the party. Do you think that, like, if she had a job, that it would make her more responsible to be there earlier?
We might test this out, maybe.
I'm just thinking that might be a good theory. Because, believe it or not, see, my mom has always been late to everything. It's kind of getting better, and I don't know why, but I'm grateful about getting better, like, as far as her time is getting better. But, like, she picked up food for Danny's birthday party.
So she was here on time.
She was here on time.
Okay.
She had to pick up the food at a specific time, and so then it made her come and be here.
Did you have to remind her of it, like, the day before?
I extra reminded her, and I talked to her in the morning. I think she sounded like she knew, though. She was like, yeah, I know, we'll be there. And I'm like, okay, because it has to. And then I talked to her that morning. I was like, so the food. She's like, yeah, we know. I'm like,
sorry
okay.
if you guys heard my knee pop. I'm old. You don't think it picked it up?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
That was not as loud as my kids screaming like dinosaurs out there.
Well, people are hearing that for sure, but this also might have been.
I was hoping they weren't.
Oh, it's fine. Everyone understands our situation. So here's the thing with my mom.
I would just try it and see.
I think we will try. So my mom takes my boys to karate almost every single Monday and Wednesday. They get to karate on time. With her new schedule, no, because she's on a schedule where she gets off 15 minutes before they have to be at karate. So that's just impossible. And I told Jackson, like, this is just where we're at right now. Like, you're going to have to show, because he's like, do I have to go? Like, I hate walking in late and not knowing. And I'm like, well, do you not want to do this anymore? Because
what did the teacher say anything?
Nobody's said anything, but they're already in the middle of doing something, and so he just doesn't.
Yeah,
he doesn't like walking in on that, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, it's just for a few weeks. Like, this is where we're at right
Yeah.
now until grandma gets on her back to her other schedule. This is what we have to deal with. Like, otherwise you have to not be in there anymore. Or we can see about, you know, mom's husband taking you. It, like, if you let me know what you want to do, you know? And he's like, no, I still want to go. And I'm like,
He's like, no, I'm going to just start walking it.
Yeah,
like 3
right?
hours before
I know.
karate
I'm like,
starts.
it's only a few more weeks. It's not forever.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you got to deal with it. She does that and she's fine. For the most part, there was a time where she would forget, and I think it's when she was working from home, she would forget they had karate. So we started like reminding her because she would forget. But when she's working out of the house in the office, she knows.
Yeah.
She remembers, and she does that every week, twice a week for me, and she's fine about it. That's not a problem. I don't know what the difference is, if it's because they have a class that they're getting to, or what. Because she won't show up to a birthday party on time. She won't show up to a holiday on time.
But she's responsible.
She's responsible for bringing things on holidays.
And she's still not on
She's
time.
always like, yeah. Always. So the thing that we would be afraid of, so I actually thought she was in charge of bringing the cupcakes for my niece's birthday. And I talked to my brother and his wife, like at the party when my mom wasn't there. I was like, is she bringing the cupcakes? And they're like, oh, no, we already got. I was like, oh, I was going to say, and my brother, come on, Ashley, come on. Like, we know not to ask her to do that, right? And I'm like, because we would just be afraid she wouldn't show up on time with it.
Hey, Wendy, you have to go and you have to reserve the tables.
We do lie to her sometimes about the time holidays are.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah.
which
You have to.
I'm bad. I'm always late.
Yeah.
I am always late, and I try hard not to be. Like, I'm not purposefully late, of course, and I don't know that my mom's doing anything intentionally. Maybe that we both are ADD.
Yeah.
You know, and
I
so
think so.
could be that.
Yeah.
But, it's just,
Usually
like, I
when
try
you're late-
really hard.
Usually when you're late, it's because you're doing last minute shit that should have already been done.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Because,
I don't really
again,
know.
I'm not organized and I don't get my stuff done on time like I should.
I don't know that, like, she's, like, cricketing or anything before a holiday or birthday.
Oh, no.
Wrapping? My mom used to do that. She used to always be late for Christmas because she'd be wrapping, literally be right before Christmas Eve with the family.
I was so proud of myself for getting my niece's birthday stuff, her gifts ready, like 2 days before.
I'm proud of you that you got your nephew's gift.
That his birthday is next weekend,
Yeah.
and I already had it wrapped and everything.
When you said you were getting it for him, the bag, when we ran into you, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, check her out.
Yeah. Well, because I was like, we're going to be gone, so it's not like I can give it to him even, like, the day before they go, because we'll be gone that day, too. So I was like, we have his sister's birthday, it'll be perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
So, yeah, I was very proud of myself for that. But, yeah, most of the time I am late. I am trying harder and harder not to be late. But I just am not, I'm not good at time management. I'm really not.
Yeah.
I think I overestimate my abilities.
Yeah.
A lot.
I do too. I do too. But you know what the difference is? I just throw in the towel and just say, F it. I can't do anymore. You're like, no, because it needs to look perfect and it needs to be perfect. And so then
that is an issue. But it's hard not to do that.
You're
I
crazy.
can't not do that.
You're a perfectionist.
I know, it's not good. It is very counterintuitive having ADD and being a perfectionist. It really is. It's like, okay, you suck, but why when you are doing something you have to be perfect? Like, just special. I don't know. I know. So I think I need a group calendar for my family,
Yeah.
and I will probably be the only person putting stuff on
Probably.
there. I don't know that my family will join in.
Do you know what you need to do,
Just like
though?
you
You
wouldn't
have
join
brothers, and I have brothers.
Yeah.
You need to make the wives accountable for that shit. You really do. And here's the thing. Love sister-in-laws, all of them. They have to be responsible. And most of the time, they'll step up. I don't know. And if they don't, then you just have to be a little mean to them. because they need to help, because it's really annoying when your brother calls you and says the same things to you that you're like, what? Oh, I didn't know, or what time are we supposed to? And it's like, not only have I told you and we've had this conversation and we sent it in a group text message and all those things, you also have like a wife. Mm-hmm. So like, can she fucking remind you of all the stupid shit? Because I have my own husband that I have to remind of all the stupid shit.
They are in charge of those things, and for the most part.
So like, they should be adding to the calendar too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is gonna be a conversation that we have via text after this is over.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say is that Steven and his wife probably hate us because they're the only ones that are on time. They're the only ones that are ready. She's like,
I love her.
She's very good about stuff. Like, as soon as she got Danny's invite, she bought her gift.
Yeah.
I
don't know where it is, but yeah. Even though I've never seen the gift, but
but like, and it's like, gosh, I haven't. Well, thanks for taking that, because now I can't buy her that. It's like, but she's good about like, I'm gonna do it right now because I don't want to forget to do it later.
Yeah.
Like,
and she really does have a busy schedule. Like, she is
does.
crazy.
Yeah. She has 2 littles, and she's a nurse, and she works nights, so it's crazy. I don't know how her brain actually functions, but she does. So they are very good about being like, don't worry. At my niece's birthday, Steven was waiting in the parking lot for probably like minimum of 10, possibly 15 minutes before we even got there. We got there early, but before we got there, and we live 5 minutes from the place.
Yeah.
And he lives far.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, he
That's awesome.
hates being late.
Yeah.
He hates it. Now, is he organized? I don't know.
To think I do run a little late. I try to be fashionably late though, right? Like, I try to
I think for the most part, you being late has to do with kids.
It does. It does.
It's not like here's the thing. Me, I'm late because of me. Like, everyone else in my family's ready. It's
How
me.
about, I love this. So this morning, we're way getting off topic here.
I know. I'm like, I have a whole thing I need to talk about. I know. Just kidding.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so this morning Tony went and ran. He had a run this morning. So he had a long run. So it was like, he got up early to go run. I actually stayed in bed a little bit, and then the kids woke me up by popping the balloons that were on the wall still from the birthday party.
Fun. So fun.
Cool. And then, so of course I'm like, what was that noise?
You're
and
nice.
then
I probably wouldn't have even heard it.
I got up and I put all the clean dishes, because there was clean dishes all over the counter and everything. So I put all the dishes away. I made the girls pancakes. They actually made them, right? So I get everything out.
I heard about this
situation.
situation.
They make the pink pancakes, yada yada.
Gigi told me that Danny's not going to be allowed to do that anymore. Only she's going to do it because she was only supposed to put 2 drops in, and Danny did like drop, 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 drop. And
Georgia needs to chill out.
Yeah.
Little tattletale
and
perfectionist.
Gigi is like, so she's not going to do it anymore. And Danny's like, next time I'm going to go 1, 2. And Gigi goes, you're not doing it next time. No, I'm going to do it. You're not doing it.
They wanted to make separate batches of pancakes because they wanted 2 different colors. I'm like, you guys eat like 1 pancake.
Yeah,
I'm not doing 2 batches. Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen. Make them breakfast all while he's on his run, right? I let them make pancakes. I get the coffee ready. I'm doing everything. I do a little work, and then he comes in. I have his coffee ready for him, and I have the kids' clothes laid out for church. We make it to church. I mean, it's like going, right? It's going so smooth. I can't remember what I was going to say now. I lost me.
Oh my gosh, deja vu last week.
I went on this total rant. What was I saying? What was it? Oh, running late.
Running late? Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah. About fashionably late. Oh my gosh, we're both horrible. We should not be doing that.
Oh my god, I'm on this total rant.
That was me.
We don't.
Oh, my brother was so early, and I was saying that.
Oh no, okay, I know. So I'm like, tell Tony, I'm gonna hop in the shower, and then he's like, okay, I'm hopping in right after, so whatever.
Did you say hopping?
Hopping in, and so I get out and I I throw a dress on, and I just plug in my curling iron. My face is washed. I'm going to get my makeup bag out. And Tony's like, let's try to leave like now for church. And I'm like, well, can I get myself ready? Like, I just got everyone all set. And I never have time to get myself ready. That's why I always look terrible.
Because I have zero excuses.
I
am slow, and I wait too long to do anything. Yeah, like I was late to church today.
What are you doing? Sleeping?
I don't want to admit it. No, I wasn't even sleeping. I wish I was sleeping.
What? Looking at your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
really bad.
That's dangerous.
Like I was up, really in plenty of time. I just watched reels on my phone instead. I know, it's embarrassing. I feel very
it is very dangerous
stupid,
to pick up the phone sometimes.
And I always pick up the phone because I'm like, oh, let me check what time it is. There's a thing on Jason's nightstand and a thing on my nightstand with times. I don't need to look at a phone. But gosh, it's so stupid. I'm just dumb. I'm horrible. Time management. I don't do it. I don't do a good job.
Okay. We'll work on it. And we're going to start our family calendars. And we'll let everyone know how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, we will.
Calendars.
Maybe you guys need to do this also.
Yeah. Okay. So all summer that we've taken off, and I kind of talked about my summer on the last episode, which is really just kids. And
I don't want to get into my summer this time, I don't think.
Well,
I know that's what we were going to do, but, well, okay, maybe we can, but before we get in there, just because it might be ugly, I was hoping you'd bring something up.
Oh, your shirt, yes. Wow, that's part of summer. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Ash right here is sporting her Hopeless Romantic Calli Grace
concert merch.
So exciting. So, if you
have we ever explained who Calli is? I know
I don't know.
We say, right now, and I apologize, you guys, we don't have the music or the intro or anything like that because we're doing the whole video thing.
Yeah, it's been a transition.
And so we don't quite know how to get that done. So, apologize. However, on our prior episodes, you would hear our music.
Hold on. I'm not going to unplug.
Mess around.
I'm not going to unplug. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
So
I'm doing this
we would have our segment music. So the music in the middle before we go into or after the sponsor thing, and then music would play before we start again. And then at the end of our episode, there would be music, all instrumental, playing at that point. And so you guys would hear, that's Calli Grace, was one of the people. She does those two portions. So Calli Grace, which we always say, for her and Dustbowl, not Decibel, Dustbowl, because apparently people did not understand me, champion. Get their stuff on Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. You can download their music because they do have more than just instrumentals that they gave to us.
so let me tell you. So Calli is actually my niece, and she's Tony's niece, right? She's my niece. But she has merch now available.
Yes.
Because she just opened this summer for Chris Young. And so she opened for him in Modesto. And funniest thing, so exciting, so happy for her. Yes. What a great opportunity, great experience.
You guys have a great family. She's a good kid.
She's
She's like what you would want for your
there's good
kid
kids.
To be.
No, she's a great
kid.
You
would want your child to be this person.
Oh yeah.
That's who she is.
Yeah. She is a very good role model.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, honestly, for young girls listening to her,
not just music, like athletics, academics. She's a good person, and she just does all of those things really well and puts everything into it. But yes, so I am wearing the Hopeless Romantic Calli Grace shirt that was sold at the concert that she opened for Chris Young for. Super awesome. We should probably post something on our social media.
We should.
Of her there.
Well, yes, and I'm trying to find the post, the other post I wanted to talk about. Dang it.
About her?
No, but I'm going to say this. I feel very blessed in the fact that she's blessed us with allowing, for playing something for our opening of our podcast. I feel like she's so talented and so awesome, and she has
played at your wedding.
She did. The world is her oyster. I mean, she makes so much of what she has, and she flies with it, and good things are going to continue to come her way. And so I'm so happy for her. Opening for Chris Young was really big, and it's great. I'm just happy for her.
Yeah.
The other one I wanted to talk about was Dustbowl Champion, which I cannot find the post now. But Dustbowl Champion, who plays our
intro music.
When
we're saying,
yes,
we're two friends.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah. That thing.
So, and Dustbowl Champion is a band of one.
Mm-hmm.
Very, 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 very cool.
No one talented in my side of the family, by the way. They're all coming from Priscilla's family.
He's actually my youngest brother.
Yes.
He's the one that got nourished by my mom.
Bringing it back to last week.
Yeah, bringing it back to last week. Okay, so no, he is super talented, and he just hit like 1 million likes.
He did?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so exciting.
I know. And I think he's got a really good following, which is crazy to me, but he just got 1 million likes. And he just got back like a week ago from Miami. And
I didn't hear this.
Yes. And so we asked him, well, Tony, of course, is like, was it for business or pleasure? Like, ha ha ha. And he's like, both. So I think he met with someone in Miami.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
You're going to have to find more out on that.
All I'm going to keep saying is, you guys started on Ash and P. And so
we have done all of this for you.
I'm grateful to have helped you along your journey into being celebrity singers, both of you guys. And you know what? If you're an up-and-coming artist and you want a shot, maybe you should send us your tracks, because
this is where it starts.
There's something about this that's working for people in the music industry. I don't know.
I mean,
we know talent. We know talent.
Yes. We are not musically skilled ourselves.
No.
I mean, my voice, I know, is a little hoarse right now.
It's kind of sexy, though.
But,
you could be little cranberries.
I could belt something out. Just kidding.
Little cranberries.
Tone deaf. It's awful. Never.
What I love, though, is that you're tone deaf, you say, and your husband is like musically challenged when it comes to his dancing.
Movements.
Yeah. So...
He's also tone deaf, I think, is the issue. He's tone deaf. And so when you're tone deaf, it's...
But you can move your body. But I don't think he knows how to move his body.
Yeah, maybe I know, girl. I mean, how do you think he got me? I was like, nobody's picking him up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. But, yeah, well, so, like, when you can't carry a rhythm... I think dancing is hard, which is why I only like to dance when I'm drunk, because I have a hard time with it. I can't carry rhythm. I cannot sing and clap at the same time. Like, I can't clap a beat and sing at the same time.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is an actual issue, and I feel like Jason is probably the same. So he also cannot do that. It's hard when you can't necessarily hear the beat to move your move your body with the music, Yeah. So I think he's like that too. So, I mean, P and I have some really good videos of us singing like some Britney Spears and stuff, but it's not anything that's going to get us 1 million likes or get us to open for Chris Young.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. No. I mean, so
Or
maybe
even
it'll get us 1 million likes, but like on TikTok is like world's worst singers.
Yeah, people would be so mean. We'd have to turn off the comments because, you know, I have self-esteem issues.
Tone deaf and
and drunk, so singing the wrong words. Remember, I'm like, oh, that's not right. That's not right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. So, yeah, I did just want to point that out because that was so awesome. Yeah. And I'm so excited to hear about Dustbowl.
I know.
Because I didn't know about that. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going good for both of them. It's really exciting, and I'm glad that, you know, someone's getting famous out of this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's great.
It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
Anyway, but yeah, that's a fun summer story that I think was really good.
Yeah. It was cute. So I think, well, I mean, you would have to ask your brother if he has any videos that maybe we could post so that we can, you know, congratulate him. And then luckily, Calli Grace, she actually played at Danny.
Yes, so speaking of music,
Priscilla is a ridiculous party planner. It's out of control. If you do not personally know Priscilla, it's this weird, crazy skill she has, and it's bonkers.
Well,
She had a better third birthday party for her daughter than I've ever had of any party ever.
Well, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a fun theme.
It was
easy and fun theme.
It was a fun theme. I feel like it was a really you've done great birthdays, but this one just I feel like
there was something about the different.
So
I don't know. Yeah,
maybe it was the live music.
Maybe
I don't know.
Well, we had a kid. We had a birthday for Danny, and she turned 3. And the theme was Kidchella, so like Coachella, but kids, right? So Kidchella. Yes. And I'm pretty sure the adults had
the best time.
Yeah, the best time. It was like they had just as much fun as the kids, if not more. And we had
sure more.
So Calli Grace, who opened for Chris Young the night before.
I know, such a little sweetheart that she would do this.
Yeah, she opened up. She played at Kidchella the next day for Danny's birthday,
and sweet girl, like, did it for a long period of time, and it was hot.
It was hot.
And I was just thinking, like, dang, girl, you probably
She's getting ready for Coachella. She's getting ready for...
Yeah, she is preparing. Coachella. But she was amazing, and that was really fun. And, I mean, that was cool because most of the adults were able to sit down and enjoy that. You know, that's not something
and it got her some more listeners because actually, like, afterwards, people who weren't following her were following her. And then... as I was running into people and talking to people, like we went to my nephew's birthday the next weekend, and one of their family members on that side were like, "Oh my God, that was the cutest birthday thing. We saw things on Facebook and yada yada." And they're like, "And who did you have come and sing?" And so then I told her the story, and I told her about how she opened for Chris Young the night before, and they're like, "What's her page? Tell me right now. I'm gonna follow her. I want to follow her. Oh my God, I want to follow her too." So I'm like, "Great, awesome."
Yes, I love it. Yeah, so we will post something from each of them, so you guys can get like a little. Well, at least you'll hear vocals. You guys have not heard vocals from either of them, which is sad because that's obviously like the best part, right?
I know.
But that way you guys can get a little clip of them, and if you're not following them, follow them. They have music that you can download, which is also good. I know I turned this totally into like a plugging sesh, but. That's just big news.
It was really big. That was really big. That was really big summer news.
Yeah.
Really, really awesome.
Super cool.
Yeah.
So you guys will see that on our feed.
Yeah. We should probably have them on it for a podcast.
Yes.
We should do that.
Okay.
That would be good.
Great. You'll have to talk to them.
Yeah.
Since they're on your side.
Yeah.
It's not a side thing. I'm just joking, but because they're your family, you talk to them.
Yeah. Okay, well, really quick, before we kind of wrap it up on some of our summer stuff that's happened, you guys leave for your last Disney trip this next weekend. You close out summer with a Disneyland trip.
Yes.
The ending of the era of season passes for you guys, huh?
The Williams don't take Disneyland anymore.
How many years did you guys have them? Like 3?
Well, really... only 2.
Really? Because
It
of COVID.
feels like more because COVID was,
Okay.
prevented us. But yeah, so no more season passes for us. Ashley is a little disappointed in them, so we won't do that. But looking forward to I am kind of bummed that our last one has to be in the summer because it's probably going to be hot.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at what the weather forecast is, but I'm sure it's going to be hot.
Yeah.
I might look like the oldest person. I might wear a fan around my neck or something. I don't know.
You know what? I should give you the little fan that, like, you can charge it in the hotel, and it can clip to something. So it can clip to, like, your backpack or something.
Oh, girl, I have one that goes around my neck that I used to wear when I worked in the field.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll wear
You're
that.
fancy.
I'm
not that fancy. Mine went on a stroller.
I mean, I didn't have anything that I could have clipped it to in the field, so I did around my neck. Yeah. My kids are going to be bummed because they're going to be hot, but no.
Sunscreen.
Yeah.
Take sunscreen.
I know.
Don't forget sunscreen.
I know. Yeah, I don't want to feel like a bad parent.
Yeah, because your kids will burn.
Mm-hmm.
But that's exciting that you guys are going to go one last time, get on all the rides.
And you're going to go to Vegas.
Going to Vegas, yes.
So she'll be in Vegas when I'm in Disneyland. A little bit different
I will be
trips.
trying to hang.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be down and cool. And
Yeah, which
hang
we're
with
not.
the big kids.
Unfortunately, we're old now, apparently.
I know. You know what?
We're really not, but we are.
We're not, but we are. We're not old, but we are not young.
Yes.
Like, we're not.
That's the thing,
young
we're not
kids.
young. Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Honestly, though, I think the group that I'm going with is probably they're probably a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not spruce, spry.
Oh, yeah, spry. They're a little more spry than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit more than me. And I think
I mean, you are probably one of the older. There's someone that's older than you.
I think there's one girl that's older than us, that's older than me, and I think there's one girl that may be the same age as I am.
And then
And everyone else is probably about 5 to 10 years younger, somewhere in there. But I think that for the most part, I think it'll be we'll all kind of be on the same page, except that I think some may be able to party a little bit more than others, maybe.
Right, like some people don't go to sleep as early as you.
Yes, but I'm also an early riser, so I just have to
Nobody wants
flip
to wake
it
up
and
with you
reverse
either.
it. Yeah.
Okay, Missy Elliott.
I know. Hey,
Oh,
you know
good
I love
night.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I do love my Missy misdemeanor.
I know.
Can I tell you
that was
really
great.
quick that well, I think I told you too, that I told Tony that if we got
Oh,
another
yes.
chocolate girl, that we were going to have to name her Lizzo. Because I can't have a Missy and not a Lizzo.
Yeah,
I'm going to have
you love
another
your Lizzo
chocolate
too.
girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you do love her.
She might be one of my favorites lately in the last few years. Yeah. Yeah. Dirty is all hell. She's dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty.
She was actually one of, like, there's playlists that I would have for driving to keep me awake.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's one of them.
Yeah. I love working out to, like, listening to her when I come home and I work out.
Yeah, I love working out too, so it's great. Just kidding.
What was I going to say, though? Okay, so Disneyland for you. I'll try to keep up with the youngsters.
Yes, in Vegas.
Yeah, and then we'll have to come back and chit-chat about all that and more.
Yes.
And then you have to get into the rest of your summer next episode.
Next up.
Next episode.
Yep. I was going to flip it and reverse it also. Because, you know, it goes like...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I sounded.
Anyways.
Yeah. So yeah, next episode we'll get into that, and then maybe the next one after that we'll talk all things Vegas and Disneyland.
Yeah. And also, really quick, do you feel like you're more moody right now? I feel like I was really moody earlier, and I don't know if it's because I'm going to start my period.
We're going to start our period. Yeah, I am more moody. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to stab Jason so bad.
Okay.
God, she's so annoying.
Not let him stab you, but you.
No, he's not going to stab me because he's so annoying. Yeah.
I know. I feel the same.
And
way.
that's what I was telling you. I was like, so both.
We need to do a lot of yoga this week.
Yeah.
How is that going?
It's going really well.
Good.
Yeah.
Yoga's good for people.
I know. I
Even if you don't like
need
working
to
out.
be.
It's
I
so
need to lose weight too, though.
Yeah. Then you're gonna have to do more than that. But yeah, but it's good
But
for
you
you.
know, I don't like doing anything.
I know.
And I can get myself through yoga.
I had a weird dream about a treadmill.
No, I'm not getting one.
I know I hate treadmills with like a passion, but I had a weird dream about one.
Very curious about that. You'll have to tell me if you remember it.
Okay.
And yeah, so we will attempt to not murder our husbands.
Yep.
And we will catch you guys next